Joshua Jackson breaks silence on James Van Der Beek's death. What Joshua Jackson just revealed about James Van Der Beek is leaving fans of Dawson's Creek emotional around the world. For weeks, Joshua Jackson stayed completely silent after the heartbreaking death of his longtime friend and co-star James Van Der Beek. But now he's finally speaking out, and what he said about James Van Der Beek's final days is absolutely devastating. Fans who grew up watching James Van Der Beek, Joshua Jackson, Katie Holmes, and Michelle Williams on Dawson's Creek are now revisiting those memories with a completely different perspective. But here's the moment that shocked everyone. Joshua Jackson says he's still processing the loss of James Van Der Beek. And the reason why may surprise you. Before we get into everything Joshua Jackson revealed about James Van Der Beek, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications because we post daily celebrity news and drama you don't want to miss. Dawson's Creek Brotherhood. To understand why Joshua Jackson is so emotional about the loss of James Van Der Beek, you have to go back to the late 90s. Back in 1998, Dawson's Creek became one of the biggest teen dramas in television history. At the center of it all were James Van Der Beek as Dawson Leary and Joshua Jackson as Pacey Witter. Alongside Katie Holmes, Michelle Williams, and later Busy Phillips, the cast became one of the most iconic ensembles of that era. But what fans didn't always realize is that Joshua Jackson and James Van Der Beek weren't just co-stars. They were like brothers. The show ran for 6 seasons from 1998 to 2003, turning James Van Der Beek and Joshua Jackson into household names around the world. And during those years, the cast formed friendships that lasted decades, which is why the loss of James Van Der Beek is hitting Joshua Jackson so hard today. If you are a fan of Dawson's Creek, comment below and tell me, Team Dawson or Team Pacey? Nu Namasokol. Nu Namasokol. The tragic loss of James Van Der Beek. Earlier this year, tragedy struck when James Van Der Beek passed away at just 48 years old after battling stage 3 colorectal cancer. The actor had revealed his diagnosis publicly in 2024, after quietly fighting the illness for over a year. Throughout his battle, James Van Der Beek continued to focus on what mattered most: his wife, Kimberly Van Der Beek, and their 6 children. In fact, in one incredibly emotional moment shortly before his death, James Van Der Beek and Kimberly renewed their wedding vows in a private ceremony. Fans around the world were devastated. Tributes quickly poured in from celebrities including Katie Holmes, Michelle Williams, and members of the original Dawson's Creek cast. But one person remained silent for weeks: Joshua Jackson. And now we finally know why. Joshua Jackson finally speaks. During a recent interview, Joshua Jackson opened up publicly for the first time about the death of James Van Der Beek, and his words were incredibly emotional. According to Joshua Jackson, the grief hasn't even fully set in yet. He explained that losing James Van Der Beek is something that affects him in a variety of different ways. But what truly changed his perspective? Fatherhood. Joshua Jackson, who is now a father himself, said that thinking about James Van Der Beek's family and children makes the loss even harder to process. He described James Van Der Beek as a beautiful, kind, curious, dedicated father and husband. And perhaps the most powerful part of Joshua Jackson's tribute was when he said that his time working with James Van Der Beek on Dawson's Creek was formational for both of them, meaning those years together helped shape who they became. And fans can definitely feel that bond even today. The Dawson's Creek reunion moment. There's another moment involving Joshua Jackson, James Van Der Beek, Katie Holmes, and Michelle Williams that fans are now looking back at with tears. In 2025, the Dawson's Creek cast reunited for a special charity event. But James Van Der Beek couldn't attend in person because of health issues. Instead, he appeared in a surprise video message while his wife Kimberly and their children attended the event. During that emotional night, the cast and audience celebrated James Van Der Beek's impact on television and pop culture. And now, looking back at that moment, it feels even more powerful. Because no one realized it would be one of the final times the Dawson's Creek family would gather, while James Van Der Beek was still alive. The legacy of James Van Der Beek. Even after his passing, the legacy of James Van Der Beek continues to live on. Fans still remember him as Dawson Leary, the heart of Dawson's Creek. But he also starred in major projects like Varsity Blues, Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23, and many other roles throughout his career. In fact, James Van Der Beek even completed one final film before his death, the thriller The Gates. His impact on television shaped an entire generation of viewers, and according to Joshua Jackson, that legacy goes far beyond acting. To him, James Van Der Beek was simply a good man. The heartbreaking loss of James Van Der Beek has clearly left a lasting impact on Joshua Jackson, Katie Holmes, Michelle Williams, and millions of fans worldwide. But the real question now is, will the cast of Dawson's Creek ever reunite again to properly honor James Van Der Beek's legacy? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, James Van Der Beek will never be forgotten. If you grew up watching James Van Der Beek and Joshua Jackson on Dawson's Creek, drop a heart in the comments to honor him. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more daily celebrity news, Hollywood drama, and breaking stories. Because the next story might shock you even more.